1200 degrees Fahrenheit. Or for my buddies outside of the US, say up in Canada, 650 degrees Celsius. How do you measure pressure on process that's that hot? Well, today we're going to talk about Haygor's new product line, the patented Thermal Guardian. It's going to solve all of your ultra hot temperature problems. So today we're going to discuss what it does, how it's made, how do they work, the features of it, and some of the FAQs that we commonly get asked. So first, what does it do? It's a barrier that separates the ultra hot temperature on your process from the pressure instrument itself. It's a patented product, so those of you that want to copy it, well, you can't. Up here is the secondary diaphragm, and that's what separates the proprietary liquid metal from the standard fill fluid, and this diaphragm separates the liquid metal from the actual ultra hot process, which is what we're talking about. So here's the other designs of it. It's made out of solid 316 stainless. It could be manufactured in other materials as well. However, the Thermal Guardian itself is non-wetted, but it is made out of 316 stainless. It's an all-welded design. It's an all-welded design, which is also leak checked with our helium leak detector. It's got cooling fins. The cooling fins were intentionally put on there that helps dissipate the heat that transfers from the actual process itself up through the Thermal Guardian. Any heat is dissipated, and when it reaches this point up here, it's fully back to ambient temperature. So, as I mentioned before, one of the critical factors of this is the proprietary liquid metal that it's filled with. It's not your standard fill fluid. So what that's going to give you, that's going to give you no thermal expansion inside of this cavity right here, which is inside of here. Last but not least, I got to be honest with you, it's just flat, sexy looking. So that's the design, that's the features of it. Let's go over some FAQs that we generally get. First of all, the number one question that we get, how do they work? I just explained that, so we got that one covered. The next one, how high of temperature can this be used on? 1200 degrees. That's what we rated at. Here's where that rating actually comes from. That rating actually comes from the flange itself. The metal itself, the diaphragm seal itself is actually only rated at 1200 degrees. So the limiting factor is not the design, it's not the Thermal Guardian. It's actually the flange itself. So next, what does it work with? What kind of diaphragm seal does it work with? What kind of transmitter does it work with? What kind of other instrumentation does it work with? Let's get into that. It can be coupled with any brand transmitter. It can be coupled with any brand pressure gauge. And it can be coupled with any pressure controller. Basically anything that measures pressure, this can be used on if you're trying to measure that ultra hot process. So this is what it looks like with no Thermal Guardian on it. Again, any process connection can be used on any Haygor diaphragm seal. This is what it looks like with the Thermal Guardian on it. If we added the Thermal Guardian to this system right here, the Thermal Guardian will be mounted here, just like you see on this system here. So they can be used with capillaries, or they can be used direct mount, and they can be used on any brand transmitter. If you want the perfect diaphragm seal system, you can couple our Thermal Guardian with our patented temperature compensating system, and you get what we call the perfect diaphragm seal system. So my name is Alan Bishop with Haygor Instrument, and if you thought this video was hot, please like and subscribe, and you can visit us online at haygor.com or call our great team here at 713-641-1791. Thanks, see you later.